We're joined now by Yannis Yortsos. He is the Dean of the Viterbi School of Engineering at University of Southern California. Yannis, welcome.
My pleasure to be here.
That's great. So you've just won the President's Award. What a huge honor. How does it feel to be recognized by your peers?
So at USC we have been pushing for quite a while now, changing the conversation about engineering. That engineering is something that's much bigger than simply algorithms or devices, or having a much broader mindset. And as part of that, we reach out to K through 12. We try to change the conversation about engineering. We have adopted the Grand Challenges for Engineering of the National Academy, co-founded the Grand Challenges Scholars Program, which essentially paints a bigger picture for engineering to address big grand challenges that, the solution of which will benefit humanity at large. And of course, increasing the pipeline for representation of the population in engineering.
So speaking of representation, you've been busy working on the Dean's Diversity Initiative, right? So can you tell us about this initiative?
Yeah, so I happen to be the chair of the Diversity Committee of the Engineering Deans, and for maybe 5 years now. About 2 years ago, in 2015, I happened to chair a session on diversity in engineering, and what that session essentially, the spirit or the atmosphere of that session was that we're not doing enough. So we decided that it's about time to stop whining and to take action. And so at that time we created a sort of a commitment consisting of about 4 points that we ask engineering deans across the country to pledge to that. And these 4 points including creating a diversity plan, doing a K through 12 outreach, partnering with institutions that are not simply research organizations, research universities, and fourth, how to diversify your faculty. So we started this effort back in June 2015 with 0 participants. By August 2015, we had about 102.
And so lastly, why do you think it is that diversity among university deans is so important to engineering education?
In many ways, when we deal with diversity or the pipeline, we point the finger to someone in the back. For example, the graduate school diversity, it's not because then the undergraduate school, engineering schools don't create enough talent. When you go to engineering schools at the undergraduate level, they point the finger to the K through 12. At some point, people need to take ownership. And this ownership has to come from the highest level of an organization, in this case the deans. The moment the deans own it, then they can evangelize about it and be able to recruit in this, change the culture essentially. So it's very important to have a leadership that shows that this is something of big importance, and then communicate this type of culture and create this culture among faculty and the consensus of the university.
That's important work. Yannis, congratulations on
Thank
your
you very
award,
much.
and thank you so much for sitting down with us.
My pleasure.